A notable criminal is facing the death penalty. A small town in Oklahoma shortens the school week, and statewide test scores are dropping. This is OU Nightly.
Mr. Nolan, do you believe you're going to heaven now?
This was the scene an hour ago in the Cleveland County Courthouse. Alton Nolan, the man who attacked two former co-workers at a Moore food plant in 2014, decapitating one of them, is now facing the ultimate penalty. A Cleveland County jury took only 3 hours to recommend the death penalty for Nolan. The same jury convicted Nolan of first-degree murder 9 days ago.
Now the plan is to reconvene in December for the formal sentencing. District Attorney Greg Mashburn believes that the judge will follow the jury's decision and sentence Nolan to death.
Now Allyson Stewart joins us in the News Center with more on President Trump's recent executive order. Allyson.
Collin, President Donald Trump signed an executive order today he says will bring affordable health insurance to millions of people. This is Trump's first step toward fulfilling his promise to dismantle Obamacare. The order tasks the administration with developing policies to increase health care competition in order to improve the quality of health care and lower the prices. A family has been freed from captivity by Pakistani security forces after being held hostage by the Taliban-affiliated Haqqani network for nearly 5 years. The Pakistani army first announced the release of the American woman Caitlin Coleman, her Canadian husband Joshua Boyle, and their 3 children. U.S. officials later confirmed the release. The couple was kidnapped in 2012 when they were traveling as tourists in Afghanistan. Coleman was pregnant at the time, and the couple had 2 more children during the captivity. Search and rescue teams, some with cadaver dogs, started looking for bodies today in parts of California devastated by the wildfires. At least 27 people have died, hundreds missing, and at least 3,500 homes and businesses are destroyed. Sonoma County officials are still investigating hundreds of missing persons reports, and recovery teams will soon begin conducting targeted searches for specific residents at their last known addresses. 8,000 firefighters and other personnel have been battling the blazes, with resources pouring in from Arizona, Nevada, Washington, and Oregon. And Shereen, an investigation of a Russian-linked account shows its meddling with American politics extended to YouTube, Tumblr, and even Pokemon Go.
Thanks, Allyson.
Now, Jordan Overton is going to have more on those California wildfires that Allyson mentioned earlier. Jordan, what do you have?
Yeah, that's right. Again, those wildfires are continuing this afternoon. You can actually see this, our product here. This is showing the fires where they are. The red spots is where fires are currently burning. And then the area around it, this is all the smoke. So you can see this is impacting the entire San Francisco Bay Area. And you know more about that. We have at least 73 helicopters involved with this, 30 planes. Again, they've been seeing wind gusts well over 50, 60 miles an hour. Relative humidity values well below 25%. That's when you have that, that's the recipe for dangerous fire conditions, and that's going to be continuing. All that smoke, what it's doing is it's causing air quality problems all across the entire San Francisco Bay. Because if you think about it, the fires were about right here, then you have the winds blowing from the north to the south, bringing all that smoke, which is causing air quality concerns, which is what we're continuing to see with that area down there. So hopefully some relief will come in the next few days, and we'll help those out over there. Back in Oklahoma, temperatures are warm. We're sitting at 90 degrees in Guyman right now, 82 degrees in Norman. But coming up, we've got a cold front, another cold front on the way, and also OU Texas is coming this weekend. I'm going to have a game day forecast and much more coming up in the weather. But for now, back to you guys.
Thanks, Jordan. After Hurricanes Harvey, Irma, and Maria struck the nation, most Americans see a connection to global warming. A new AP poll finds 68% of Americans think weather disasters are getting worse. 46% of the people who think it's getting worse believe it's due to man-made climate change.
New testing centers in Oklahoma show public school students' lack of basic subject level knowledge. Roughly 63% of students scored below proficient this past school year. High schoolers will now take either the SAT or ACT instead of the previous 7 exams required. Education leaders say the drop is due to stricter standards and not because of teaching or student knowledge.
Many Oklahoma schools have reduced the school week to 4 days, but there has been more of a positive impact than many people expected. Nightly's Kenneth Adair reports on how students, parents, and teachers are reacting in the Noble School District.
The Noble School District is one of many that switched from a 5-day to 4-day school week due to shrinking budgets. But to no surprise, the students enjoyed their new schedule.
It felt awesome, yeah. I was excited about it because I don't like school that much, but now I do because one of my crushes is in my class, so yeah.
While Riley likes the opportunity to see her crush, teachers have more important reasons why the decision was a positive one.
Another positive effect that we see or aspect of it is our able to retain our teachers. Several districts around us have gone to a 4-day, so we look at it as not only a retainment, but also a recruitment to keep bringing highly qualified teachers to Noble.
This is the scene in every public school on every Friday in the city of Noble. No staff member, no faculty, and no student to be found. And in the beginning, there were a lot of uncertainties for many parents.
Well, they've kind of just pushed everything they have to into 4 days. So they're just trying to learn more in that short period of time, and it's harder for them to really absorb everything when there should be another day.
While the decision to cut back on days was a difficult one, Dr. Meyer says it has been very effective for the students. Kenneth Adair, OU Nightly.
Still ahead on OU Nightly, the Norman Fire Department has a new form of transportation.
Plus, a rabid bat gave a scare to people at the OKC Zoo. Stay with us. The Norman Fire Department has a new team and a new mode of transportation. The new bicycle response team will use these bikes to assist patients quicker in large crowd situations. Each bicycle will include specially equipped medical equipment bags that are made specifically for the bicycles. The bicycle response team will be stationed at many events, including OU football games, the Norman Music Festival, and the Norman Medieval Fair.
Norman Police have something new as well. They are launching an emergency notification system that will give Norman residents a better connection within their community.
Well, you can use it for a number of different things. The main thing we purchased it for was for emergency public safety for police and fire. So we could make notifications if we had something that we needed people to be on the lookout for someone. You may notify a certain neighborhood about a lost child or something that you're looking for. So the primary focus is public safety. But
the system will be put in effect no later than the beginning of December.
The wilderness in California the wildfires in California aren't the only thing they should be worried about. Will Cornelius has more with us in Health Beat. Will?
That's right, Shereen. Health officials say that smoke inhalation can cause you to experience symptoms similar to a sinus infection. Particles from burnt vegetation can cause chest pain, asthma attacks, and even bronchitis. The CD says that though dust masks can help, they do not protect your lungs from smoke inhalation. And it's flu season in Oklahoma. 4 people were hospitalized with flu symptoms this week alone. Since September 1st, 17 people have been hospitalized in Oklahoma because of the flu. Local county health departments began administering flu shots last week. The shot is free for those 65 and older, those on welfare programs, and children without health insurance. The shot is also free for those whose health care covers it, or you can just pay $25 and get the injection. And an update on the rabid bat that was found last week in the Oklahoma City Zoo. The Oklahoma State Department of Health says there has been limited response as far as people coming in contact with the bat, but did expand the time frame for exposure from September 29th to October 1st. And around the world, childhood obesity is on the rise. According to a new study published in the Lancet Medical Journal, 124 million kids around the world are obese as of 2016. Researchers say as countries become wealthier, low-income populations have only had access to high-calorie, low-nutrition foods. Obese children are at higher risk for diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and some cancers later in life. The doctors behind the study hope it leads to political action on unhealthy foods and how they're marketed. And Collin and Shereen, there was actually a couple hours ago a new genetic treatment for inherited blindness was approved by a board that advises the Food and Drug Administration. So hopefully we can get some new treatment for people so that they can see again.
That would be remarkable, being able to help those people out.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, thank you very much, Will.
Thank you. The University of Oklahoma had a public ceremony to dedicate the residential colleges yesterday. OU Nightly's Jaren Spoor has more for us.
We are living in a great experiment. OU is reaching into uncharted territories. Just like great discoverers of the world, we have an opportunity to create a community full of culture and tradition.
With President Bourne announcing his retirement at the end of the year, the residential college appears to be his last major accomplishment.
Having this kind of living, learning community and the effect that can have on a university campus. So that's always been something really important to him and a vision he's always had for OU.
The residential college hopes to provide an intimate and supportive community designed to promote the social, intellectual, and personal growth of OU undergraduates. Jaren Spoor, OU Nightly.
Warren hopes that the residential college will have a lasting impact on the university.
Now, still ahead on OU Nightly, there could be a cold front headed our way, but Jordan, is that true?
That's right, we've got a cold front coming this weekend. I'll tell you how cold it's going to get after the break. Welcome back to OU Nightly. I'm Jordan Overton with your weather. So we have a beautiful view outside right now. No clouds in the sky. Sitting at 82 degrees. Warmer than yesterday, but still a fantastic day outside. A little bit less humid than it was yesterday, which is some good news, but that's going to be changing as we go into the next few days. But right now, the big picture, what's happening, we've got our high pressure off to our northeast. That's why we're seeing clear skies. The next system we're watching, though, is off to our northwest. It's a low pressure system and the cold front associated with it. So this is a cold front going to be heading to our area for Saturday and also for Sunday. So tomorrow is going to be another warm day. We're going to get back into the 80s, around 86 degrees, soaring southerly winds with that system. But here comes our cold front. Friday at 8 o'clock, could see a few showers, thunderstorms along the front. That's going to be mainly northwestern Oklahoma and southern Kansas. Norman will stay dry for all of Friday. That changes, though, as we get into Saturday. Saturday, you see there's a big push. You can see that cold air coming behind it. Showers, thunderstorms all along the front for Saturday afternoon and evening. So unfortunately, Saturday afternoon, if you have any plans, most likely going to be impacted by some rain. And we could see some strong storms with that's maybe a severe storm with hail and damaging winds. But you notice that front continues to move off to our south and southeast as we get towards Sunday morning. So for OU Texas, if you're planning to travel down to the game, driving conditions will be fine. But coming back, if you plan to travel from Saturday night into Sunday morning along I-35, you could see some showers and thunderstorms on your drive. So be careful for that. Now for the game itself, conditions are looking fantastic. In the mid-80s with just a few showers. Wouldn't be showers, actually would be some clouds in the area, just a few clouds, and also south winds around 10 to 20 miles an hour. But the cold front we've been talking about is going to send us all over the place. Here's what we're looking at for the next few days. Notice for Friday, 85 degrees, 86 degrees on Saturday. Now, watch what happens. The bottom falls out. 66 degrees on Sunday for a high. That's 20 degrees cooler than Saturday. And that's actually going to occur at midnight. During the day itself, we're going to be in the 50s Sunday afternoon. And then we know Monday, we start to wind back up. We're below average. The white line is average for this time of year. So we're above average. Then we go below average. But then right towards we get to the end, by next Thursday, back above average at 77 degrees. So this is fall time in Oklahoma. All right, 67 degrees tonight for your lows. For tomorrow, it is going to be a great day outside. Just going to be warm, right around 85 degrees with just a few clouds around for most of the area. Highs across the state, though, in southeast Oklahoma, 90 degrees. We're at 85 here in Norman, so we will reach 90s for one more day, especially in southeastern Oklahoma. But warmer for us on Friday and mostly clear. Saturday, the cold front approaches. And the cold front moves through Saturday night into Sunday morning. There's that 60% chance of rain. That's mainly for the morning hours of Sunday, the late afternoon hours of Saturday. And then you can see 66 degrees on Sunday. That occurs around midnight. Sunday afternoon, we'll be sitting in the 50s in the lower 60s. Then 43 degrees on Monday morning. That's going to be a chilly walk to class on Monday morning. 43 degrees. Some areas in Oklahoma may actually reach 38, 36. Northwest Oklahoma could get freezing.
You know, I like those cooler temperatures, but I'm not sure if I'm ready for 43.
Yeah, cold temperatures.
Let me wear a long sleeve tee first.
Exactly. You have cool versus cold. So it's going to be cold instead of cool.
Thanks, Jordan.
All right, Shiloh, I've heard that two young hoopers on the Sooner basketball team are already drawing attention.
That's right, Collin. 2 young Sooners received preseason awards today, plus the Red River Showdown is just around the corner. Sports is straight ahead. Welcome back. Breaking news in the NFL, a federal appeals court has lifted the injunction that was allowing Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott to play while his 6-game suspension for violating the league's domestic abuse policy was in limbo. This likely means that Elliott will start serving the suspension when the Cowboys return to action against the 49ers on October 22nd. The team has a bye week this week, and Elliott's legal team has not yet responded. As for OU, the rivalry of the season is finally here. That's right, it's time for the Red River Showdown. Last year in the Cotton Bowl, Oklahoma took the dub and plans to do so again this weekend up until their win against Kansas State. Texas has shown inconsistency running the ball, a good weakness for the Sooners, who have had some troubles with their defense, as we saw last week. But even after the upset last week against Iowa State, the Sooners are hungry for some Bevo, and Baker is busy cooking up a legacy.
You talk about the OU Texas game, and you can leave a legacy and really leave your mark in games like these. And I think this one's more important for us than the ones in the past because of where we're at in the season right now and where we want to be towards the end.
Starting to find their footing offensively. I mean, you know, they've got really good football players there like they do every single year, and they're playing hard. They've been competitive. I mean, it's going to be a great OU Texas game like it always is.
As for other Sooner sports in action this weekend, the volleyball team takes on West Virginia tomorrow night in Morgantown at 6 p.m. Also, the OU soccer team will look for its first win in Big 12 play tomorrow night against TCU in Fort Worth at 7. And today, Oklahoma basketball guards Cameron McGusty and Trey Young were awarded preseason All-Big 12 honorable mentions. McGusty had a great season last year and returns again this year with one of the highest scoring averages of 14.4 points a game. Young, on the other hand, is a 5-star recruit from right here in Norman. During his senior year, he averaged a whopping 42.6 points. These two guys are going to be big assets for the Sooners going into next season. And comebacks and come-ups, the New York Yankees are moving on to the ALCS. Last night, they clinched the series 5-2 against the Cleveland Indians. CC Sabathia brought the heat with 9 strikeouts in 4.5 innings. It wasn't until the 5th inning that Indian bats started making some contact, but it came too late. Tomorrow, the Yankees travel to Houston for the first game against the Astros. In another nail-biting series for the MLB playoffs, the Washington Nationals tied up the series last night, beating the Chicago Cubs to a clean 5-0 shutout. This series has been a back and forth from the beginning, but it all comes to a close tonight at 7. And Thursday night football is back in action with the Carolina Panthers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles tonight. Both teams have a lot riding on this game. If the Eagles win, they have a 34% chance to earn the #1 seed in the NFC playoffs versus the 10% chance if they lose. Same thing for the Panthers, 23% chance for the top spot if they win and only 5% chance if they lose. And the crowd went wild when an unexpected dancer took the field during the Brigham Young University Boise State game. BYU lost 24-7, but their mascot took home the real win. Talk about some moves.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Right? He hit every beat.
Yeah, he got down.
Great.
Thanks, Shiloh. Still to come on OU Nightly, eating an Oreo could be rewarding for your taste buds and your wallet. Stay with us. Anyone who can figure out Oreo's limited edition mystery flavor could be eligible for a chance to win $50,000. Those who guess the correct flavor now through November 30th will be considered for the grand prize. 5 $10,000 prizes are also being offered. You're only allowed one guess each day during the sweepstakes period. Visit OreoMystery.com for more details.
Jordan, our weather fact real quick.
Yeah, let's look at the weather facts. It's kind of interesting today. We're talking about OU, Texas. We've got the Cotton Bowl. What's interesting is when we have rain in the air, so this is rain in the Dallas area, OU is actually 6-2 in games where rain was recorded. In games where there wasn't recorded, OU is only 5-4. So, forecast does call for sunny skies, so we'll have to see how it goes.
Going to be interesting come Saturday.
It'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting.
Appreciate it, Jordan. And thank you for watching OU Nightly, brought to you by Gaylord College of Journalism and Mass Communication here on the campus of the University of Oklahoma.
We'll see you back here tomorrow live at 4:30.
Have a great evening.
Good night.